to really be persistent in a church plant, especially not being the lead planter. It's like, man, it's just persistence for the first couple of years doing the same things over and over again. Folks have asked, can this be used to assess campus pastors or site pastors? The answer to that is yes, absolutely. It works great for that. Again, there's a couple key differences in that they're not setting their own course. A campus pastor is not expected to set their own course. They're following a course that's set for them. And so if they score really high on the take charge, then one of the things you want to do is you want to begin to think about that. Should they be a campus pastor? Some characteristics of campus pastors are they tend to be better implementers than creators. So vision caster might be a little lower. Takes charge might be a little lower. But they're going to be really strong on the systematic type things because they're working with what works well for that specific church in a new location. And so there's a couple of questions. What are some other questions that come to mind as we're pressing through this thing? We got a few minutes left here. What are some other questions that come to mind?
Joel had a great question on using the CPCA with spouses and how that might function if the priority of the tiers applies to the planter's spouse in any way.
Yeah, I have used this with every spouse that we have been working with and kind of comparing and looking to see where the strengths and the weaknesses balance out. And so if you've got somebody who's thinking of being, like, let's say, it doesn't matter whether it's the guy or the gal, thinking of being the lead in the church plant, but they're under takes charge and vision caster coming out quite low, and then their spouse, comes out really quite low in those things, then they didn't really balance one another out in that. And so it's interesting when Brenda and I, when we got started in this, we tested